Hello everyone and welcome back to Mount Moon TCG. Today's video we're taking a look at two decks from the 2019 Worlds format with Fireball Circus and Blacephalon GX. What was that?
Mind Blown.
Yeah. It's called. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Mm-hmm. And here are the rules of that era. The player going first can, play a supporter card, the big rule. Yep. Very different from today's rules. Mm-hmm. So I'm on the left playing Fireball Circus and Chris is on the right.
Blacephalon versus Blacephalon.
Yeah, you said the closest we're probably ever going to get to a mirror match.
Unless Tim gets his way, which we'll actually do a mirror match of Greninja Break mirror match he wants.
Why?
With Rough Seas, too.
Why? Well, then you can tell him that he's playing that.
Yeah, him and Daniel can play that.
Yeah, we've done enough. Uh-huh. So anyhow, I start the turn. I tap the Fire Energy to the Blacephalon. Don't have a Welder in hand, which is unfortunate. So playing the Green's Exploration, which is you can play it only if you have no Pokemon in play that have abilities. Mm-hmm. And then search your deck for 2 trainer cards and reveal them, put them into your hand.
Yep. So yeah, Greens was played in a few decks. Another one we'll see from this year is the Gardevoir Tag Team.
Yep. When Tim gets around to that.
Yes.
We're just waiting on Tim for a lot of things here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then we saw it later with, there was the Center Scorch VMAX decks that we've already covered.
That was the year after this, yeah.
Yep.
So you grab the Ultra Space on a Welder.
Yep, the Ultra Space is to get another Ultra Beast into play because I had nothing else.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to grab that.
I don't have a way to take a knockout turn 1, though, thankfully, for you.
Yeah, I was not 100% sure if you did or not, but...
no, I would be able to, because I could Welder 2 energy and then attach for turn, and then do 150 with Lusts.
But can you switch?
Yeah, that's the thing. I would have to find a way to switch, which I don't think this deck did.
Okay. I was kind of 100% sure, but I'm like, hey, you know what? Welder, attach energies, do things. Yeah, I'm not risking it. I'm not going to risk it.
But yeah, the Ultra Space is just search your deck for an Ultra Beast, put it into your hand once per turn.
Yep.
Which is okay by me, because I also play Ultra Beasts.
All right.
Yeah, and there's the Point Ball, and it just... There's actually 2 different Point Balls in this deck. One just is the poison one that you see, and the other one for 1 energy lets you look at one of your face down prizes.
Yep.
And then put it back also face down, and that can be comboed with the Blacephalon GX attack, where you discard a card, and if it's a fire energy, you just attach it to a Pokemon instead of discarding it. But it's very unlikely that it happens, so...
Yeah, but I mean, these decks do run a fair bit amount of fire energy, so...
Yeah.
It's not uncommon to prize 1 or 2 fire energies.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, so I use Ultra Space to grab another Point Bowl. I've got a Mysterious Treasure in my hand. I've got Cherish Ball, yep. Search deck for Pokemon GX, reveal it, and put it into your hand. That Dedenne GX is the only one my list played, so I'm not going to be able to use Dedenne Change at all this game.
Yeah, a little unfortunate with the start, but...
So I'm just going to grab the Blacephalon GX.
Or as it's affectionately known as, Cake Pop.
Yeah.
Because it's a Starbucks Cake Pop.
It is, yeah.
If you never had them, they're not bad.
Well, no, of course not. It's cake.
Everybody loves cake. There's somebody in the comment section right now going, I don't like cake. How dare you assume I like cake?
They like pies instead, yeah.
Hey, pies are good too.
I know, yeah.
Any kind of dessert is good for me.
Okay, and then I'm going to play a Heat Factory, which is a Prism Star card. And once during your turn, you discard a fire energy from your hand to draw 3 cards. And it is... Well, you play the same stadium, so it's...
Right, it doesn't hurt my feelings too much.
We both play the same stadium, so it's like, we're just helping each other. Again, it doesn't matter.
We're kind of basically playing the same deck. We're playing Blacephalon, we're playing Welder, we're playing these stadium cards.
Yeah,
The only difference is you're playing the Naganadel.
Yeah, And the more of the GX, yeah.
Yep.
I think there was a Ninetales with the same ability, with the discard of fire energy to draw 3 from like Black and White or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, somewhere around there.
Was there?
I think we talked about it somewhere around that era. I think it might have been in like the Typhlosion deck. The one that the Afterburner one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have played like 1-1 or 2-2
I think that would have been Heart Gold, Soul Silver,
Yeah.
not Black and White. Because the only one I remember was the one I think you evolve it and you bosses up a Pokemon or something.
Yeah, that's the one from Black and White.
And then did like 50 for each special condition
Yep.
on the active.
Alright, so I use a Mysterious Treasure. I discard a card from my hand to search my deck for a Dragon or a Psychic Pokemon. Put it in my hand. I grab the Mew, which has the ability Bench Barrier, prevent all damage done to your Pokemon from on your bench from your opponent's attacks. And I'm going to retreat into the Mew, just because I know I can't attack this turn. And then I'm going to play Lily and draw until I have 6 cards in my hand. But since my first turn, I get to draw until I have 8.
Yeah, really, you just bench the Mew just because it's a sacrificial land at this point.
Yeah, I don't want to leave the Dedenne up there for you to take free 2 prizes. I'd rather you just have 1.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
And the energy doesn't really matter because the Naganadels get it back from the discard pile anyway.
Right. Yep, now it's my turn. Couple of fun, interesting cards in the hand, but I'm going to play the Fiery Flint. Discard 2 cards from my hand to look through the deck for 4 fire energy cards and put them into my hand.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many cards you grab from your deck. Like Lady and stuff like that, that's the supporter card
That's
that
a
lets...
supporter,
Yeah, that you just grab 4 energy. This is an item.
Yeah. Could you imagine if back in the heyday of water Pokemon at this time, if there was like a water flint or what? It wouldn't make sense, but a water toolbox, whatever.
This is like a superior energy retrieval, but from your deck.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really, really good. I mean, it's one of like the 3-4 cards of what made Fire just so good.
Oh yeah.
The Fiery Flint, the Fire Crystal, you have the Welder especially. Giant Hearth, Heat Factory.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I think like 6 of the top 8 decks of this year's Worlds were Fire decks or played some sort of Fire energy. Yeah, it's just really crazy.
Yeah, I believe your deck played like 15 fire energy or something like that.
15 fire energy.
And mine was pretty similar.
Yeah, so here's the Welder. Attach up to 2 fire energy cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you do, draw 3 cards.
And somehow you drew 2 more fire energy.
Yeah, because all the fire energy. Yeah, this is probably what Gardenia should have been, but Gardenia's just not as good.
Yeah, if Gardenia was any of your grass Pokemon, I would have liked that better too. Instead of just the bench ones for some reason.
Right. It's just not as good. Well, the Gardenia, you draw the 2 cards first.
Yes, which can help you draw grass energies.
But I think the fact that it only goes to the bench and you draw 1 less card.
Yeah.
It's kind of poop. So play the Acrobike to get another Welder for next turn.
Yeah, I had to get rid of Costume Catcher.
I mean, there's 4 in the deck. I can get rid of 1.
I mean, I got rid of 1 too already, so.
It happens. Sometimes you just gotta get rid of a Custom Catcher or you gotta get rid of the Cross Switcher.
Yeah.
It happens. Okay, attach Beast Energy to the bench Blacephalon, and that adds 30 more damage to an Ultra Beast attack. Also, it counts as it's a Rainbow Energy to Ultra Beast.
Yeah.
But if it's not attached to an Ultra Beast, I think it's
just a colorless.
Just a colorless, yeah.
And then you use Fireball Circus to knock out my Mew.
Yep, for each fire energy card or discard, it does 50 damage to the active.
Yep, and it has to be discarded from your hand, not from your Pokemon in play. That's the difference between these 2 Blacephalons. Mine is put energy cards attached to your Pokemon into the Lost Zone. Yours is energy cards from your hand to the discard pile. Alright, so I evolve into the Naganadel GX, which has the ability, once during your turn, you may discard an Ultra Beast card from your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. But I'm going to Heat Factory first.
You tried to Blacephalon first.
I'm trying to find a Welder here.
Yeah, and you're finding... Oh, I see. You just get rid of the Heat Factory so I can't use it next turn?
Yep. And then the heat factor actually goes to the lost zone. It does not go into the discard pile.
Yep, that was the rule with these Prism Star cards. You can only play one of that certain Prism Star card, and when it was discarded, it went to the lost zone right away.
Okay, so I'm gonna Ultra Space for a Naganadel, the other Naganadel, which has the ability once during your turn you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. It's like the evolution of Dynamotor, electric and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a very similar ability, but it puts the energy on itself only.
Then I'm going to play Mysterious Treasure, discard Fire Energy because it doesn't matter, you can get it right back. Grab another Naganadel. No, I changed my mind, Just decided to grab the Naganadel GX instead because I only need one of those in play.
Yeah, I thought you were going to evolve it, but you decided, no, I'm going to...
I was definitely going to evolve the regular Naganadel eventually. It's just... Yeah.
You just wanted to get the GX for...
Ultra Conversion, So got 3 more. It looks like I drew 2 more Naganadels and a Beast Ring, which isn't active this turn.
Yeah, Beast Ring, a very powerful card, but I think we'll talk about that in a little bit here.
So all I have... all these cards, and I didn't find a Welder. I have a Hapu. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand, discard the other card. So I was holding out for a Welder, but I'm going to play this instead.
You all forgot that Hapu was a card, didn't you? Yeah, we all did too.
Ugh, not good cards.
But at least you get 2 cards. I mean, you do get the Beast Energy.
Yeah, the Beast Energy is pretty important in this for the math.
Yeah, otherwise you have to discard 1 more fire. You got the Lost Zone 1 more fire energy to knock over the 7 ones.
And you're all single prize attackers, so yeah, I can't. So I'm gonna Burst GX, discard one of my prize cards if it's energy attached to one of your Pokemon, and it was Defeatran, so nothing happens.
Alright, I benched the Pheromosa because Free Retreat is always good. And that's the only reason this is in the deck.
Oh yeah, I also forgot to Naganadel, so I did that quick.
Yeah, it's okay, I let it go. This is for
I evolved it, I should have did it right away, but yeah.
You can't do actions on my turn, Chris. This ain't Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, the Pheromosa is... You don't play Grass Energy, so you're never going to use that second attack.
Yeah, like I said, it's only for the retreating, so when you knock out a Blacephalon, I can bring up the Pheromosa, and then try to figure out my game plan from there. Fire Crystal, put 3 Fire Energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. I'm surprised it doesn't say basic Fire Energy cards.
Well, it's a weird wording, because fire, the special heat energies and stuff like that, they're only fire energies when they're attached to a Pokemon. So when they're in the discard pile, they're heat energies.
Yeah, which is... They're not fire, they're heat.
Nope.
Weird wording, but the more you know. Pokegear, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. If you find a supporter there, you can put it into your hand, shuffle the rest back into the deck.
Yeah, I didn't knock out your active Blacephalon, so that means you don't have to Welder this turn.
Right. Instead, it was either the Brox or the green, and I'm like, green for 2 cards.
Yeah, you don't need the Brox quite yet. That's after a couple of Blacephalons been knocked out.
Right. So now it's just... I gotta prepare for 2 different scenarios. I gotta prepare for you knocking out Blacephalon, and I gotta prepare you for not knocking out Blacephalon. Which you should be able to knock it out.
Right.
But what do I grab here? I'm looking at the Beast Ring. I probably could have grabbed 2 of the Custom Catcher.
Yeah, but
what would I have knocked out?
Yeah, you'd rather knock out the Blacephalon because that's my attacker.
So I grabbed the Fiery Flint and the Beast Ring.
Okay. I mean, you could have just grabbed the 2 Custom Catchers for next turn.
Yeah, what did I have? 3 energy in hand? 4?
Yeah. That's enough to.
I mean, I figure I'm
active.
knocking out the Blacephalon. That's good enough.
You didn't attach return, and you didn't use Ultra Space.
No, I didn't. The Ultra Space I kind of regret not using, but the attach, I was like, I need the 4 energy to knock it out.
Right, you did, yeah. You did have...
No, I don't have another Fire Crystal.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, never mind.
I mean, I did take the...
Fiery Flint.
The Fiery Flint, not the Fire Crystal. So much fire. So I could have got energy that way, but...
Okay, I'm going to Ultra Space immediately, grab another Poipole. And then Cherish Ball was my draw for turn, so that'll give me my other Blacephalon GX. Nope, we're going to go ahead and grab a Heatran instead. Alright, Heatran has the ability, once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from the bench to become the active Pokemon, you may move any number of fire energy cards from your other Pokemon to it. And then it does, for 3 energy, 130, which is enough to knock out the Blacephalon, and has the GX stack 50 times the number of fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So with 6 energy, you can knock out a tag team.
Right. Did the list play 2 Heatran?
It did.
Okay. Because I saw you discarded one with the Blacephalon Burst GX, and then I saw you pull that, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You played 2? Well, yeah, apparently you did. So, yeah. Beast energy to the Blacephalon.
Charge up.
There you go. You remember the charge up.
And I have a Beast Ring in I have 2 Beast Rings in my hand.
Yep.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, considering you can only play this card if your opponent has exactly 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. I don't know why it has to say exactly. It's like you can't have 3.5. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, attach them to one of your Ultra Beasts, then shuffle your deck. Yeah, it's a powerful card.
Yes. I mean, nowadays we have Mirage Gate, which is a similar effect, but this one you can, it has more limits to it. You can only play it on certain turns, and you have to target the same Pokemon, or put 2 on 1, which...
Yeah, Mirage Gate's kind of similar. You have to have some sort of requirement to play it, but that's something you can control. So
yeah. Beast Ring is entirely dependent on your opponent.
Yep.
Okay, so I attached the Beast Ring, and then I attached 4 energy onto the Naganadel GX. Then I'm also going to reset stamp. Your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws a card for each of their remaining prizes.
Yep. And I'm looking at Beast Energy for some reason.
We were talking about if it's attached to a different Pokemon or something like that, I think.
Yeah, because I was thinking it could go into the Heatran or something.
Yeah, we were checking to see if you could move the Beast Energy, but I don't think you can. But no, I'm going to Burning Road and attach 3 energy from the Naganadel onto the Heatran. And the reason I did this is the Heatran has 190 HP as compared to the Blacephalon only had 180, which you already had the Beast Energy attached to the Blacephalon on the bench. So you would need 4 energy versus 3 to knock this out.
Right.
And then I Ultra Conversioned. Nothing too exciting. But yeah, the reset stamp was hopefully to stop you from attacking this turn. That was my whole goal.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal of reset stamp. Kind of punish your opponent for taking prize cards.
Yeah. And since you greens the previous turn, I knew you had the stuff to knock me out.
Yep, don't take a prize hunter, because the deck's on the wrong side. And I top deck the Welder.
Yeah. Which makes it for an interesting decision. You could Welder 1 energy on, draw 3 cards, hope to draw, away into more energy, or you could just greens and take the turn off.
Yeah, I could, but it's...
And you could always Ultra Space too. You got 1 more Blacephalon in the deck. Yeah, you could definitely take a prize with your Blacephalon GX this turn if you GX attack.
If I wanted to, yes.
So that's always a backup plan.
But the problem with that is I know you play the custom catcher too, so it's like if you custom catcher that up,
Mm-hmm.
I could be out of a Blacephalon for the rest of the game.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, that is what I'm considering right now. Is like, do I want to take that one prize right now?
Yeah, you'd do that and probably greens to set yourself up. Okay.
Yeah, Ultra Space. And that Blacephalon should be the last one in there.
Yep. How many energies are in there? 2, 3, 4, 5?
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. There's also the Victini in both in your deck, not mine. That one is 20 times the amount of energy in your discard pile, and then you shuffle all those energies back in.
Right, but I can't get the Victini with.
No, yeah, you would have to welder one energy and hope you draw another. And then, even then, you would need 10 energy in the discard pile, which I don't think you have. It would be close, though. So you did 4 and 3. Yeah, it would be close. It would be 9 or 10 probably in there right now.
Yeah, probably closer to 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ultra Space, definitely grab the Blacephalon, give that in there.
Yep. Gonna go back in.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna green here. Green, and I'm gonna get something. Yeah, I'm gonna get the 2 B strings since now you have 4 price cards remaining. B string is active for me. Because anything you can do from last turn, I'm gonna do it too.
Yep. I think your deck only plays 2 and mine plays 3.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then you're doing something I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I'm gonna attach 4 of them to the Blacephalon GX.
You're gonna use my own tactics against me.
Yeah. Because again, anything you can do, I can do too. Because that's the only way I'm taking a knockout this turn. I need to take a knockout.
Right, yeah.
Because I can't attach the 4 energy to the Blacephalon, baby Blacephalons, and attack.
Yeah, you could split it up. Yeah, 2 and 2, and
then I do what, 20 damage?
Right, yeah.
Woo! Let's do 20 damage, everyone!
Or you could have taken 1 beast ring and like heat factory or something like that, so you could draw some more cards with that last fire energy in your hand. But yeah, otherwise that was pretty.
Yeah, this is the only move that I saw.
Mm-hmm. But I don't hate that 4 energy went into your lasso.
It was a necessary evil.
Hey, I finally drew a welder.
That took you 3 turns too long.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 prizes this turn, which.
Are you? Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah, I have enough. With the 2 charging ups and attachment for turn, that's more than enough. And Ultra Space. See, my deck is so thin somehow.
Yeah, and you didn't. Yeah, there's a welder in there. Were the other 2 welders prized?
No.
Wait, where were they?
Oh, maybe one of them was prized.
It would have to be.
Well, that's the first one I've drawn. Okay, so double charge up. Attach return, yep. Can Naganadel draw some cards. Strange treasure, just don't need the other Ultra Spacer anymore. I don't have any more Ultra Beasts to look for. Yeah, there's at least one more welder in there.
Yeah, so if that's the first welder and there's 1 welder in your hand, the other 2 gotta be prized.
Okay, yeah, that's possible.
I don't think you would have discarded a welder.
No, I definitely wouldn't have.
So they gotta be prized, or somehow you lost them.
Oh, I'm not going to play a supporter this turn. Okay. Definitely could have welded. But I think I was saving it for another Blacephalon GX in case we didn't knock this one out. Which you would just win.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Put up, there you go. Put up the Pheromosa. Good job. Okay.
But yeah, I had to knock out the Blacephalon GX because otherwise you would just use your GX attack and win.
Right.
This is the only way it was possible. Well, you had the 2 fire energies.
Yep. So, yeah, there's the 2 fire energies from Welder. Yep.
There's the Flint, but I don't think there's any energies left in the deck.
Right.
So you needed crystals.
Yep. Needed a lot.
You needed 1 crystal, yeah.
1 crystal would have done it for me. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
Still attached for turn. You could always Blazer or something like that, but...
Yeah, could always Blazer, but...
That way you know what's that last prize card.
Yeah, but unfortunately, my Blacephalon GX is in the discard pile.
Oh yeah, and
and I can't get it back.
And the Blacephalon GX's GX attack says you have to discard one of your face down prize cards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
Blazer turns it over and reveals if it's a fire energy, it does more damage.
You know, if I didn't already play the Welder, I'd play the Brock and, you know, get the...
Well, you drew the Brock off the Welder.
Right.
Uh-huh. There's no reason. Well, you got Ultra Space to sell both your deck, yeah.
Right.
Might as well see if there's a reason to play the Fiery Flint.
Yeah. So if there's a reason to do something...
There's 2 fire crystals in there, I see, yep.
Yep, there's definite cards in there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, greens would do it too at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like 3 welders all stacked together in there, look like.
So yeah, I can't do anything this turn.
No.
It comes down to, do you have the cross switcher?
Cross switchers.
Not custom catcher.
Uh-huh.
Cross switcher, custom catcher, you know what I'm thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, if you have that, I lose.
I mean, you do have a pal bed in your hand. You could shuffle a couple greens back in.
I do. I might play the pal pad here. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna hope and beg that you do not have the custom catcher. Because if you have the custom catcher, it's game.
Yeah. I have 1 in my hand so far. I gotta... Yep, Church Ball. Let's see if it's in there. It is. There's 6 cards left in the deck.
So you have a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, so I have Ultra Conversion and I have a Welder in my hand, but if I do both of those, I would deck out next turn. Because I don't have a way to shuffle cards back into from my discard pile.
And you need to take 2 prize cards.
Yeah.
So you gotta hope it on this one.
No.
B-String, Cynthia, and Welder.
Yeah. So if I wouldn't have shuffled with the Cherish Ball, I would have drew it. Let's see. Yeah, now I have 3 Welders in my hand.
Yeah, now you do.
Yeah, attach for turn. Can't play the B-String anymore.
Yep, because I only got 1 card left. 1 prize card.
So I just have to Cynthia and hope. We got about 12 cards in the deck, it looks like.
Yeah, and you gotta find both pieces.
Yes.
I mean, it's doable. It's still a 50% shot.
Yeah.
You gave yourself 50% odds twice. And
Yeah.
do you have a sleeve that's darker?
Yes, there is. There's a few sleeves that are oddballs in there.
Chris, that's cheating.
What the what? It's the Ultra Pro's problem that...
Yeah, it really is. Different batches are different. Like, just slightly different. And it's like, come on. All right. Do you have it? string.
There's
Move
one.
on.
There's two. Lucky.
And that might be game. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what what the hunter you watch, and that's what he's thinking. That's it. Game is over. I lost.
Double charged up and then attacked with Mind Blown, discarding the 2 plus the Beast Ring was enough to knock you out 130. Yeah, that's what you needed last turn.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that, you had one. No, the game's not over. I didn't realize the game's not over.
Ultra Space is in play.
Yeah, I remembered. Oh yeah, that's right. I can shuffle these in. Ultra Space is in play. Put that in. Get that.
And your last Fire Energy was in your hand.
Oh, I had the
Fiery Flint anyway, yeah.
I had the Fiery Flint. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
I pulled it off. Because I totally forgot I didn't use the GX attack.
Yep, because you had to use the Beast Rings to knock me out.
Yep.
Yeah, I did prize 2 Welders. That's what
that's what I thought.
Off.
That was just bad. And I was like, this game was just hard to get off because we did Mind Blown against Reshizard.
Yeah.
And
it was very one-sided.
It was one-sided. You were playing the Reshizard, and I was just getting everything. And I kept saying, why did I not play this?
So I played the Baby Blacephalon for a little while, and it was bad when you got like reset stamp down to 1. And
that's fair.
When you were playing against like single prize decks, because you would have to find, once you got like 4 knockouts in, all your energy was in your discard pile, like all your fire crystals and stuff like that were in there. But
yeah, but this kind of just makes me wish I just played that back in 2019. I don't even remember. I think I played Charizard for a little bit. And
probably, yeah.
What did I play in 19? I don't remember. No one cares because I sucked. Well, that'll do it for this video, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure to become a member of our channel to get some awesome perks. Maybe join some polls. Give us your opinion on things that we should, play for you guys.
Yes.
We'll see you next time here on Mount Moon at TCG.